Hey, howdy ho. Um, hey Wendy. Hey Missy K. So I had a full day today. So Missy K kind of heard what was going on, sort of. But there's been a little communication here, so I wanted to come live and explain it. But so last night started actually last night. Um, we were all at Darling Nikki's, and I had to leave early. It was maybe four something in the morning. Plus, I had to go to bed, get some sleep because I had a doctor's appointment today. So I have one of those what's called they called they're called refill appointments. You get your medication refilled. They don't like to see you. They tell you to open up your laptop and use your webcam. So I had a 15-minute appointment with my doctor, one of my doctors, and yeah, yeah, Wendy. Darling Nikki's on a little late, so I excused myself, said good night to everyone. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. I gotta get some sleep. And so I get up, I turn on my computer, finish my appointment. My mother wasn't home because guess what? One of my prescriptions was ready. So she went to pick up one of my medications. And maybe 30 minutes later, when she got home, 45 minutes later, we went to Walmart because they had a little sale going on a few things. So I decided to okay, I got some drinks for me. I like those Blue Mountain Dews, whatever you call them. They got them in the 24 pack now at Walmart. The Baja Blasts, they're delicious. So and then they had I got me a snack. I got me the the buffalo wing pretzels from Snyder's. Those were good. I was eating those today, and got some ice cream. Yeah, they're made by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew makes them. It's the flavor. Wendy. Let me just turn on the camera real quick. I'll show you what I got. I've been drinking these today. So where's my camera? Okay. See? Baja Blasts. Here we go. So, and it wasn't even 20 minutes after I get home. The drama started. So I get home. My dogs were glad to see me, of course. And so a few of them wanted to be let out in the back. They saw it was drizzling. A few just went and took a dump in the garage as usual. And when it's raining, the one dog just ran out, peed, and two of the dogs just went out, peed, came back in. And we noticed, I didn't notice at first because I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to my dogs. And I was putting away the ice cream, the yummy ice cream, and the drinks. I was putting them in the garage freezer, the ice cream, and then I was letting the dogs in, and then my mother's yelling, "The police are here!" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I'm in the garage. I'm sort of in the garage. So I'm looking out the garage door and I see the police on the street. They're parked. They blocked off my driveway. And I'm saying, and I'm wondering to myself, same question that was asked today was, did Amy call the cops on me? I don't really think that my PD would really give a shit about a Karen from Arizona. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, my first impression was, okay, what did Amy tell the cops to get them down here? That was my first thought. That was my first thought, but I was wrong. All right. So I was totally wrong. That was my first thought. So I look again, and there's a car in my driveway. And I knew exactly who it was. It was one of my brother's friends. There are two of my brother's friends. And the police went right down and told the one to roll down her window. Told her to roll down their window. They're there for her. They weren't there for us. Any of us in this house, you know? I said, uh-oh. What did Jennifer do? And the reason I say that is because my brother's friend has a girlfriend that suffers from mental illness. All right. She's like a Mrs. Portland in a way. She says the nastiest things that come out of her mouth while she's having a breakdown. All right. She says the nastiest things. What they usually do when they're over here is they're usually outside. They're next to the garage. And they're usually, it's usually a chit chat session by the garage that they have their seats. And that's usually how it goes, you know? But today they were actually coming over and the police decided to greet them instead. All right. It's just the breaks of what goes on. But my experience with Miss Jennifer, I'm not going to give her last name. Sorry, haters. I'm not going to let you dox people. All right. But my experience with her is I never had a negative experience with her. All right. She comes in, says hi. She's friendly. She uses the restroom and then she walks out. All right. I know she has mental health issues. That's all I've been told. And I heard her yelling and screaming outside. And my mother used to go outside and or my aunt and break it up, or tell her to or tell them to shut it or hush it. Take it a notch down. But today the police came because she had a warrant out. So I didn't know this at the time, but there was a court order for her to get a psychiatric evaluation by the court or several sessions or whatever, and she never showed up. So the judge got pissed and told the police to pick her up and take her to the hospital. All right. Sad, but so just to show everyone what actually happened today, I actually taped the police encounter in my driveway. I actually went out. My mother went out. My aunt was in the window with the window open watching. So we're gonna actually watch the police in action, and I got to admit they actually did it. They actually had some good restraint today. She was cussing them out for over an hour. All right, she was cussing these cops out for over an hour, and they argued with her. They put their foot down, saying, "You're going to the hospital, ma'am." The judge signed the paper. It doesn't matter if we agree with it or not. We have to take you to the hospital. It's court ordered. So I'm not going to play the whole tape today because my aunt comes out in it and my mother, and I'm not putting them on my channel, especially in this community. You can understand that, right? But you will hear my mother's voice. She was at the door. So here's my cell phone cam of everything going on. So let's take a listen, shall we? So right now there are 3 cops and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's in the beard.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's part of mental health. You can call Taylor and you tell him I'm not going to the hospital. So there's nothing physical that's wrong with her. I do not have schizophrenia.
Oh, it was they're there for at least 25 minutes before I started recording. So now before I get even further going through, I recorded this for a few reasons. I only told one reason to the officer. I told her she's crazy. I told the officer she's crazy. This is my insurance policy against getting sued. In case she makes false accusations. All right. She's obviously going through a psychotic break or something in the car. Or she's trying to or she's having a what do you call it? Stopping her feet, say no moment. So one, I videotaped it for that. Number 2, I don't trust the police. Okay, you see 3 police officers right now, but there were actually 5 that arrived today. Trying to get her out of the car peacefully without her having to be forcibly removed. All right. Now, why don't I trust the police? You may ask. You see all these videos and these incidents across the country. All right. You see broken bones, bashed in skulls. You've even seen one person having a mental health episode in Rochester getting suffocated. So the police knew I was recording them. The one officer actually walked up to me, asked if you live here or do you know her? And I just told them this was an insurance policy. I didn't want to be rude to the cop, saying, I don't trust you, officer. So let's continue, shall we?
Are you a relative of some birds?
No, we live here. We don't want a lawsuit.
Does she live here?
No.
Oh, they just pulled into your driveway?
Yes. They're
Oh.
friends of my brother.
Oh, they're friends of you, so you do know them. They just...
I barely know him. My brother does.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'm sorry we pulled into your driveway. We just
we just don't want to. We just don't want her suing.
Suing? Oh no, it's not. It's not something that would
We know she's crazy, so officer, we know she's crazy.
Well, I'm not saying she's crazy. The reason why I'm responding today is because there's an order issued by a judge that we're gonna have to take into effect. Yeah. I'm not saying she's crazy. I'm not saying today's my first day meeting her. I'm not saying she suffers from anything. Is the paper says what it says? I have to do what the paper says.
Does. She does.
If y'all say she needs help, y'all know her more than I do, then I'm here to help her. But she's not willing to accept that help.
I know.
Right now.
She really would be nice.
And in a different setting, if she didn't want our help and stuff like that, and there wasn't an order taken out, that'd be fun. We just go our separate ways. But because there's an order issued by a judge, I have no choice but to carry out that order.
Correct.
And that means I got to take her into custody. She has to go to a hospital, and she has to be evaluated. That's something I don't have control over.
That's good.
It's good. Well, if you say so, I'm just here to help. Okay.
Yeah. But she's crazy. We don't know if she's gonna make false accusations or what.
I understand. This is for your safety.
Yes.
Or be bad. Mind your business. Oh yeah, they're taking her in no matter what.
Hey Kimberly, hey Taco. So this is an experience I had today for over an hour when I got home from Walmart. So I had a Karen, a mentally ill friend of my brother in the driveway, and the police had a warrant to take her into custody and take her for a mental evaluation at the hospital. And for over an hour, she wouldn't get out of the fucking car. So I didn't want any bloodshed in the driveway because she was having a mental health episode. And I don't want broken bones, gunshots, anything to happen unless it was absolutely warranted. And the police officer absolutely knew they were being recorded. So yeah, fun day. No, Taco. At first, I thought it was Amy that one of her phone calls actually got the police here. But after I saw this car in the driveway and I knew who it was, I knew it wasn't Amy. I never told Amy about these people. I don't usually tell anybody. I usually stay out of it. It's none of my business. But this was one of those rare instances where we had to deal with the police for an hour and some minutes.
I'm not going in the car. I can't turn around it. I'm not going in the car. I'm not going in the car to the hospital. I'm not.
There's two more cops up on the top of the driveway.
I'm not. I'm not! You cannot put me in the car! I'm not! I want my mom! Stop! I'm not going in the car to the hospital! I'm not! No, I did not break the window!
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, it happens.
I'm not going in the car to the hospital! There's nothing wrong! I'm not! I'm not! No, not please! I'm not going in the car to the hospital! I'm not! I am not going in the car to the hospital! Stop!
He's not saying anything wrong.
I'm not going in the car to the hospital! I'm not! Oh my god, I tell him I'm not going!
I'm sorry, man, but you don't
No, I'm not going in the car to the hospital! No, I'm not! I'm not separating! I'm not! I'm not going to any hospital! I'm not!
I'm just saying, like,
I'm not!
She is lost, Wendy. We just wanted her to get some help.
is there anything I can say or do that would calm you down? Well, you don't take it to the hospital, you can look at the hospital.
I'm not! There's nothing wrong!
Well, that's not something you can determine. I'm not a medical professional.
My son has seen my children in 4 years. I need my children back.
Well, you won't be able to see your children unless you go with us to the
No,
hospital.
I'm not going to the hospital.
Again, you don't
I'm
have to.
not going anywhere. There's nothing wrong.
Have you had bad experiences in the hospital before?
Yes, he got to put my back up and I'm not going to the hospital.
And where was that?
It's Virginia. I'm not going to the hospital.
Well, you're willing to leave for a
No, Wendy, this is where I live. I was talking about the Rochester incident where they fucked up a mental health call. You may want to look up Daniel Prude case. Let me type that into chat, hon. So so that guy yeah, Kimberly, you know, we were like annoyed. We knew that it's like the judge signed an order. You're going to the hospital. You're going to the fucking hospital. You're not going anywhere until you go to the hospital. All right? Until you see mental health. You're not going fucking anywhere. So this is my driveway, Wendy. This is my driveway. So this is original content, everyone. This is real life for me. All right. This is real life. So this actually happened to me today. I was actually watching this for like 20 some minutes before I actually took out the camera and started recording, because I was afraid because of her language. And yeah, because okay, yeah, it's smoky in the background because it's raining. Okay, it's like a misty drizzle today. Yeah, raw and real. This is real footage of a Karen going ballistic in my driveway. All right. So Amy doesn't have the brain cells to come up with this. All right. How is she supposed to know someone I never even mentioned? All right. I never even mentioned these people. How is she supposed to report this to the cops? You know? Oh, she has a warrant out. Yeah, Wendy, I do too. There's some good police. There's a lot of good police officers, Wendy. It's just I'm concerned about the few stupid ones that are out there that get hired and they fuck everything up. But I gotta give these police officers some credit. They had some good patience with this girl. All right. They had some good patience with her, because some of the things that came out of her mouth today were like jaw dropping. Here comes another officer.
I don't want to put you nowhere. I don't want to put you nowhere.
Is that the other officer?
The order that was just about that's not for you to tell me. I'm not American.
Yeah, Wendy. No. A71, my house today. This is what in the world this says.
You can walk you to
So I had the police here for over an hour.
I'm going to eat when I get there.
Yeah,
No, I'm not wrong. I'm hungry. I'm starving.
so again, like I said, I'm not American.
I'm not going to the hospital.
Once the order is issued, I'm not
There's
able
nothing
to clear.
wrong.
Yes,
So now they're double blocking my driveway. so they can't go anywhere.
the longer you put this off, the longer it's gonna take.
No, you can get out of my motherfucking face.
That's what I'm not.
You are Paul. Fuck off.
Yeah.
It is an option. You need to fuck off.
Now the cops pulling in.
Well, it can be in our court area, it can be in our court.
I'm not going to the hospital.
That's what we prefer. We prefer to see after the big one power.
So Here we go. The officer's getting his gloves on. They're getting sick of her already. They're about to pull her out of her seat. Or the officer wants to.
No, it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big. It's not sorry. You got that food, and you are going to lie. Well, that's fine. You can go to Bohemian Health Institute. That's not a hospital. You want to go to Bohemian Health Institute? No, no, no.
If you scroll back a few minutes, 71, the cop will explain that the lady that's screaming, I don't want to go to the hospital, he has a warrant out. A judge ordered her into the hospital, the mental hospital. So the police, I don't know if the police followed them to our house or they were just checking our house and got lucky today. Because they're known to hang out here or something. I don't know the answer to that. But when I noticed the police were here, just notice my driveway, everyone. It's down a slight hill, all right? So when I'm looking down from my house, I'm looking at the police were in the street. All right. I wasn't paying attention to the car right there. At first, I didn't see the car at first. I'm looking at this. Okay, the cops are here. Uh-oh, what's they here for? And then they go halfway down the driveway, and I noticed what they were actually there for. And I was like, uh-oh.
No, I'm not getting in the car right there. No, I'm not.
Maybe 71. I don't know.
I'm not her. Stop. No, I need to talk to my dad. No, just stop.
So let me zoom in real quick. So now the sergeant's here. All right. So their vehicle is off to the left.
Well, I'll explain it again. You're right, there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong.
But we're not the ones that can decide that there's nothing wrong.
You don't show up on someone's property and tell them there's something wrong because you want to gain right now. Get the fuck off the I'm not going to the hospital.
It's not up to you, Jennifer.
Now get away from me. Get off the fucking property.
And it isn't your property, hon. Look at how entitled she's acting. She thinks it's her property now. Oh my goodness. I live here.
There's nothing wrong. I'm hungry. Stop abusing me to death. Stop. I don't have anxiety. I'm sitting black men and people that are bigger than me. You're people that are bigger than me. Now walk away.
Well, we can't, unfortunately. We do need to help you. And right now, you're kind of experiencing probably a lot of crisis. You know that doesn't match the action. What you're saying, though, right? You're not her, who? If you're not her, you got me on medication. I'm not telling you, I'm not doing that. That's the great. So we have the papers for you. I had to say that for the room.
Well, now she's showing the cop her ID. She thinks this will go away if she shows her shows the cop her ID. Let me just go a few seconds.
We don't want to have to pull you out, but we may have to pull you out of the car.
Because the cop mentions her full name.
I'm sorry. Is there a particular officer you do trust? What? Why don't you trust me? You can come with us, but you're going to be seen at the hospital. What's the hospital say when you check in? You do have to check in because you're going to the hospital. I probably do too, but I need you to also come with me.
$71. I live on a busier street, as you see in the background. So if someone was actually doing that here, they'd be ticketed 1, 2, 3. Hey, Silicone, you're wrong. Eli isn't behind this, though. Neither is Amy. I thought so at first. until I actually saw who the cops were interacting with. You know, I said, "Oh, it's not for us." I just want to make sure there's no incident on our property for litigation purposes. So I don't trust the cops to behave themselves, but they actually behave themselves. They actually act professionally. So yeah, because they're not dealing with a normal person here. They're dealing with someone that's psychotic, off her meds. The cops know this. All right. She's been screaming and yelling insults for probably 40 minutes now. All right. And the cops are still trying to de-escalate the situation. Okay. So these cops actually have patience. Yeah, but we actually know this crazy woman, 71. We actually know her as a friend of my brother's. So I had to tell the police, I live here. I had to tell the cops I live here. So yeah, I think the officer was kind of dumbfounded that he had a cell phone camera in his face today. So yeah. And then he had to explain to me and my mother why they were there. They apologized for the inconvenience. All right. So let's continue, shall we?
I'm just asking for the police to have the car. Nobody wants to bully you. Nobody wants you to feel bad about anything. We have a job to take you to the hospital. That's where you're going. You're not going to jail. And if you come along with this, it just makes it easier. But the more you resist going to see a doctor, the doctors are probably going to keep you longer. Does that make sense to you?
So now at this point, we have 3 cop cars. So I think the old man is the sergeant. You know, their boss. And then another cop is right below him. And then you have a regular deputies. Not deputies, regular officers on the beat. So they're trying to serve a warrant on an uncooperative basket case in my driveway, saying you're going to the hospital. A judge has ordered it. And she's like saying, no, I'm not going to the hospital. And I'm like saying, come on, Jennifer. You know, you're not going to win this. It's court ordered. The cops are just following the warrant verbatim. At least they're reading the warrant this time. Not like some of these other cases where they don't even bother reading the warrant.
Like, we don't have a problem. This gentleman follow behind us. Nobody. We just need you to come with us to the hospital. We'll let you even pick the hospital you want to go to. I'm sorry, I don't know how I can build that trust up in a short period of time. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, it's one of those things that you don't want to be a bully on people. It was like you walk into the car. You go over and you walk into the car. The car is right.
Yes, Wendy, she's refusing to get out of the car. She's refusing to comply. This is what they call in police world is refusal to comply with a lawful order. And you see how they're trying to talk her down?
I'm gonna see if Cleveland can take you, all right? That's just an urgent care. That's not even a hospital. It's 9:31 to 30. We don't have to stay there. We can go to home daycare or whatever. I mean, you're pretty good at the end of it. I was just trying to go out the job of it. Yeah, I was just. You have to play with it. You're so obsessed with it, you know you're doing right. Keep up all this shit.
Oh, you know, pull that 1050 Ti 29 inch phone, see the purchase for that for one note for five. That's all. Percent under the vehicle, I'll be pulling into the business.
So, Miss Greer, your choices would be Moses Card or Wesley Card. Yeah, you can give valid at Moses Card or Wesley. I'm more than happy to let you say it. If you have a preference. They're both out.
All right. So now what I'm doing is I'm stepping back because I see my brother in his chair and he has a cigarette. So I'm asking for a cigarette. So while I'm sitting there, I'm filming, you know. So while she was in the chair, not in the chair, the car, she was screaming gang rape and other accusations towards the cops. I don't know if it was on the tape or I forget if it was on the she did it while I was filming or this was started before I even started. So yeah, she was screaming accusations at the cops, which were utterly untrue. All right. I'm just gonna point that out for the record. And I'm glad I actually taped this because I had valid concerns about false accusations against officers, for one. She's not all there in the head. So, and I didn't want a mess to clean up. You get what I'm saying? I don't think anyone in my house would want to come out of the house with cleaning materials and have to clean our driveway from anything the officers do, you know? So practically, so the camera just stood there as an eyewitness that doesn't even fucking lie. So what you saw is mostly everything that happened today. All right. Raw, real, unfiltered. And you heard my mother earlier. She needs help. All right. We're not sitting here judging. She needs help. She needs to take her medication. All right. Look at the way she's acting, and she's refusing to get out of the car for a lawful court order to go to the hospital. And guess what, ladies? And guess what? Guess what happened today? 2 hours later, 3 hours later, we get a phone call saying that they let her out of the hospital. So apparently, as you saw, they had a court order to pick her up and take her to the hospital. No, she didn't come back yet, Kimberly. She didn't come back yet. And the only thing is, there's two types of court orders when it comes to this type of situation. There's a commitment order. So if you get committed by a judge for the reason of being a threat to yourself or other people, that's the type of court order that the police came to serve, which apparently that wasn't it, from what I'm hearing. All right. So that was the case. If she was a threat to herself or other people, okay, she would have a 72-hour hold. I think that's the way it is in most states. Here in North Carolina too. So she would be held for 72 hours if that was the actual court order. Now, if the judge ordered, a district court judge ordered her to get a psychobath, and she never got one. She says, I don't want to go for my psychobath. And the judge finds out she never went. The judge can issue another order ordering the police to pick her up and take her for a psychobath. So this might be the actual reason for this incident. So they let her go hours later, and I think they might have took her to the mental health center. They kept telling her to go to which hospital do you want to go to? But I think they probably took her to the 24-hour medical center for mental health emergencies, because they'll probably have a doctor on call for a psych eval. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it usually works. But I don't know exactly what's going on. This is just what I heard. She still could be in the hospital. I don't know. So let me okay, I can't show that part because my aunt. All right. Hey, Violet. It'll still be up. This is original content. So so all right. So this I could play a few more minutes of this. So I got 2 more minutes. So we'll play this for 2 more minutes. And I'll tell you why I have to I can't show the rest of it. So now her boyfriend just gave her a cigarette to calm her down. So yeah, Kimberly, this is like watching an episode of Cops. So the commentary. This is real life.
No, unfortunately, I do have to be here. But these are the type of calls that I'm specifically trained for, so I have to be here.
All right. So, does anyone want to guess how this ended? Does anyone want to guess how this true crime ended tonight? Anyone? Anyone want to guess how this whole incident ended? Okay, forced out of the vehicle. Anyone else? Okay, Kimberly's partly right. She did go. She went voluntarily. But the reason why I can't show the rest of this video is because my aunt got sick of watching this. My aunt's fast asleep in the other room. So right, probably in a couple seconds, you're going to hear a door open. And my aunt's going to walk out right to the car and tell Jennifer to get out of the fucking car. And you know what Jennifer does? She gets out of the fucking car. And the police let her have a cigarette. And conflict ended. Isn't that strange? How you have all male officers. You have all male officers here. They seem to be, yeah, Kimberly, you know? Yeah, it looks like it's getting dark. You know, my aunt is getting pissed. She's getting annoyed. My mother was annoyed. My brother's sitting there watching. Like, okay, Jennifer just needs to take a trip to the hospital now. It's no biggie. And my aunt walks up to where her boyfriend is and orders Jennifer out of the car, and she does it. You know, so my point is, with all these officers, okay, with all these officers, they couldn't. Yeah, she's like, hold my beer, you know. So you'll see some smoke coming out of the car. That was her smoking. Relaxing, you know. So I'm not gonna sit there and exploit my aunt here. She I know how the people in this community are. They would sit there and make memes, and plus you can't really see the perpetrator's face through the car window, so can't really see anyone's faces, can you? And my little cell phone cam video. Can you? Because the reason is the law says, the Supreme Court rules, the Supreme Court ruled, any citizen has the right to film the police. And those officers know I had the right to film them. So she doesn't have a mugshot, Kimberly. No. The answer is no. She doesn't have a mugshot because she wasn't taken to jail. She was taken to she was taken to the hospital for a mental health evaluation ordered by the court. There's a difference. So she was taken. If a judge issued a warrant for her arrest, then she would have a mugshot. And would go through the process. Yup. 100%, 71. 100%. And did you notice 71? I'm keeping my distance because the law says I cannot interfere in the police interaction while filming. I have to stand back and let the police do their jobs. But my aunt decided, okay, her boyfriend's there, so she just decided to walk up and say, "Jennifer, get out of the fucking car now." And she did it. So perhaps this is a lesson to some officers. If you're not getting cooperation, perhaps call a female officer in. That's what I was thinking while filming this today. Actually, Kimberly, this is the first time we had an incident go this far. Yeah, we heard her scream outside before. We know she has issues. We know she has issues. So every so often we heard her scream and yell. So it's like this, all right, Kimberly. It's like sometimes she's a nice person, and then sometimes she flips like that. I'm not going to give her diagnosis, but there is something seriously wrong with her, and she does need medication. All right, and I'm hoping for the best. I hope she actually takes this seriously, and she decides to take her medication like she's supposed to be doing. Exactly. Don't mess with my aunt's sleep, or my mother's. They're old ladies, and. No, they weren't going to go. They weren't going to go to bed. It's just that they were sick and tired of this dragging on and dragging on and dragging on. What was this gonna? How long was this gonna take place? All night? You get what I'm saying? Sorry, Amy. Sorry, Amy. Cops didn't come for me. I'm sure she'll I'm sure Amy will hear about this and she'll be stomping her feet and say, how dare they go for her when she orders that the cops go for me. It's how ironic is this, So does Amy. Amy needs help, but she refuses to get it. Amy needs medication, in my opinion, but is she getting it? No. I think there's something. If you really want my honest opinion, I think this girl in the driveway and Amy are similar. You get my drift? Yeah, maybe they are related, Kimberly, Maybe they are related, Or at least their minds are related. But I hope Jennifer actually gets the help she needs. Amy, on the other hand, God knows if she'll get any help or not. Because with Amy, she thinks there's nothing wrong with her. That's just my opinion. So if Amy wants to sit there and cry that the police come for me today, that's all right, Amy. That's one of the reasons why I went live today about it. All right. I wanted to rub it in her face. So, sorry, cops didn't come for me. They came for someone else, hon. I don't think the police, my police department, would be too concerned about any complaints from a Karen from Arizona. Oh, he's talking about me. Yeah, they probably tell her on the phone it's a civil matter, if anything, and leave him alone. They have better things to do, like serving warrants on people. If they agree with them, if they agree with the warrant or not. Yeah. 71. People need to develop coping skills on here. And everyone's going to have an opinion about things. And it's like, oh no, this person has an opinion I don't agree with. Let's cancel them. We can't have that. Or, oh, I don't agree with that. That's a lie. That opinion is a lie. No. Opinions aren't facts. Amy doesn't get that. So the only thing that she really cares about is what she thinks is the truth, and nothing else matters to her. But then if you deviate from that, you're a fucking liar to her. It's that delusional thinking. And then when when she's not in her psychotic state, she acts normal. She's always been like that. It's like for a while, like for a month or two, Amy acts normal. And then she goes through these psychotic periods where she's like, ugh. So sorry, Amy, your cop calling isn't working. So let me see here real quick. So I can play the actual end of this. So let me just the last minute. Okay, they're back. So she's in the car. There's my mom in the back, There I am, So she's off to the hospital. So yeah, it would 71. It would. It's getting to the point where it's embarrassing and totally ridiculous. I don't call the police on people that I disagree with, or they call me a name. It's a waste of my fucking time. Really. It's a fucking waste of my precious time. Call the police over petty shit. And even if it was, and then half the shit's not true, so she's making shit up as she goes along. Yeah. Yeah, 71. I don't think you should, you know? Why bother? But at least when I say the police came to my house and I showed proof of it, I just didn't want to give my haters any more yeah. If we get a call from an unknown number, Kimberly, we just don't answer it. You know, let them make calls. Let them make phone calls. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to get anywhere. And even if my mother or my aunt picked up, they wouldn't get a nice person at the other end. I'm just warning you. Yeah, they probably get cussed out because my mom knows I'm on YouTube. She knows who I deal with. I'm nasty Karens like Amy. So it goes in one ear and out the other. Yeah, so that was my day today. I was like, okay. That's another story, Kimberly. That's another story. I come from a classical dysfunctional American family with problems. You know, just like everyone else. So that was my day today, and it was quite eventful. So here's the bright side of today. No one got hurt. No one got hurt. She went to the hospital, got released. Everyone's good. You know? So, all right, everyone. I'm gonna hit the road, and if Darling Nikki goes live, I'll see everyone over there. All right. So thank you for coming. And I'll see everyone next time. All right. All right. Bye-bye.